Hey y'all, what it is, what it do? It's your girl Brittany. Y'all know what it is. I'm back. I'm better with another video. Missed me because I missed you. All right, y'all. Y'all already know what we doing, so say it with me collectively. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping, we doing a diggy bow. All right, diggy, y'all into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. Y'all already know what shows I'm doing. At this point, I say it every week. If I do a new show, I will let y'all know. Okay. But the shows are doing great. My review time over there is Sunday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So make sure y'all go over there and check that out. Link is in the description. Make sure y'all are subscribing to the channel and liking the video and clicking the bell to be notified of every time I post. And make sure y'all stick around because I am putting my little 2 cents on Young and Reckless All-Stars in this review. I am not finna go out my way and make a whole nother review for a 2-second fight, okay? Baby, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, and I definitely want to speak on Naj winning $25,000. Okay, 15 then 25. She's eating out this TV up. Okay, she is getting her checks for old and new. All right, y'all. But anyways, let's go and get into this review of Dollhouse. So episode 12 should have been titled "A Heel to the Head." Okay, everybody was getting a heel. A heel was getting caught today. Okay, the girls were using the weapons. Okay, stiletto pumps in the club, baby. They was stepping. Okay, and taking them off the step with you, bitch. Okay, they were tired. They were sick of you all. They were tired of you all. Okay, they said enough is enough. I'm gonna get down where I'm mad at. You see me not. I'm sick of you. It very much gave I'm sick of you vibes, very much so. The girls were mad this episode, but this was a great episode, y'all. I was entertained. When I say could not take my eyes off the screen. Could not take my eyes off the screen, y'all. It came out at 5 o'clock, and I said, yes, give me 5 o'clock. Thank you, finally. Because all the episodes last week, I'm not going to lie to y'all, with Now That's TV and Zeus, it was giving boo. Even with the Knicks Network, it was giving boo. It was giving, could have kept it in the closet. Okay, on the floor, not a hanger. On the floor. Dirty clothes basket. Very much so. But without further ado, let's go and get into the video. Now, we start off with Jalani hitting Triny in the face with a heel. Again, stilettos, pumps in the club. Whoever thought that these girls would get out? Okay? Very much. Very much. Now, I am happy that they didn't show us her face because I don't want to see her face. You know what I'm saying? She was holding it. It was phone and it was hand. I said, yeah, she probably messed up. And from what they saying, she hurt her eye. But, thank God she ain't blind or nothing like that. I definitely think Jalani was wrong for hitting her in the face with a heel just because it's not like Trini has been necessarily in everything that's been going on. If anything, she has definitely played the background when it comes to the two people Joyce brought in the house. Trini has definitely played background. She hasn't involved herself in anything. So it was like, why you just ain't get the person who hit you, aka Michaela? We know Jalani can fight, so we know that's not nothing. It's not like she's scared of her or anything. But I don't know why you got Trini out of everybody. You could have got Joyce. You could have got Michaela. I just thought it was somebody else that she could have got because Trini has been playing the background. She just woke up the last episode. She been in the shadows forever at this point. But yes, I do think Jalani was wrong for hitting that girl in the face with a heel. And if you was gonna still hit her in the face with a heel, sister, the eye. It ain't never that deep to hit somebody in the eye. I just don't feel like it's ever that serious. Maybe in the forehead, but even then, the brain. Maybe in the cheek, maybe in the lip. Pop that lip or something. Note to self, don't invite Swayana back. Swayana has been in the background ever since episode 1. She has been riding the coattails of every storyline but the one that she needs to be involved in. I haven't seen her do anything, much of nothing this whole season. She needs to go home. So Savannah thought that Joyce set her up, which, let's be clear, let's be honest, and even on the panels, Joyce has, said this. And not only that, Savannah's thinking right then had to be messed up with all the scratching that Jaybiez was doing. Okay, boom. So she said that Joyce set her up. My thing is this. How could Joyce set you up? Even though her and Jaybiez are friends, Joyce has no control. This whole time the storyline has been Joyce versus you all girls. So I don't know how you thought Joyce set you up. And if anything, y'all just seen how production, quote unquote, set Joyce up when it came to Akasha. So what made you think she had control of the remote control in this show? What made you think that? Be for real. So Savannah ends up running up on Joyce, and Joyce baptizes her with a kick to the titty, okay? And the titty had malfunction, and it just went up from there with the girls. And it had to be a long night. If Mr. Goes in the mouth, but lip always down, talking, the security is over. They ready to go home. This has been a long 4 days for them. He just chill. I said, oh baby, he needs a cigarette. He needs a cig right now, okay? And he got Michaela and Joyce, baby. He needs a cig. He needs a break, okay? Somebody go get him some Chick-fil-A. So we then get a close-up of the corporate, aka Jaybiez. So Jaybiez said something. This ain't South Central. This ATL. This ATL Jaco, aka Big B's. ATL Jaco. Girl, I was hollering. This ain't South Central. This ATL. Okay, this ATL, baby. Big B's. So Ari over there looking cute. And by the way, note to self again, Ari has been a lot of these girls' storyline as well. A lot of these girls came in not liking Ari, but Ari definitely, in my opinion, out of all of the girlies, is the breakout star. Very much so. Okay, when I say she has been bubbling, I mean bubbling. She has been doing her thing. She gets in the field, she gives looks, and she reads. She don't have to do too much. Out of everybody, she's my favorite doll. She really is, because these girls, we want to pick on Ari. They be want to pick on Ari. Shadow, aka Jaden, had nothing. You were in the shadows, looking like who did it? Why with that chinny chin chin hoe? And you just wanted to bother Ari, and I don't like that for you. So boom, Ari outside looking cute. Jaden is looking for a storyline. She had said that she's gonna need that from Ari, playing like she's getting this for Shyla. No. You are getting this because you're looking for a storyline. You try to be in the shadows. Y'all probably got one more day or something like that, maybe 2. And they said, hey Jaden, you're kind of boring. You're giving looks. You're over here looking like Rumpelstiltskin by the face. We need you to do more. Hey, how about you go, I don't know, catch fade? And so she picks with Ari. Boom. So she go up, she like, come on. Ari like, come on, what it is. Both of them get in there. One hand on wig, other hand going, bow, 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 bow. Both of them was just bow, 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 wig, pull. So it gave very much tie to me. It wasn't a winner, it wasn't a loser. It was very much tie. Very much tie. So Jaden comes to the front of the bus with some contacts that are blue, with some real thick eyelashes that are about to fall off to myself. Y'all think I'm quiet, but it get like that. You didn't do nothing. It very much gave Ty. It didn't give whooped her down. It gave nothing. It gave, I'm a shadow and I need a storyline. They told me to do more. So I got comfortable. I have read the room and I see that everybody is picking Ari as a storyline. I think I can take her. That's all it gave, baby. It never gave anything else, shadow. So Michaela is somewhat talking to the air or talking to herself, because she lets the air know that they cannot see her when it comes to the hands. But we have seen that Jalani has gotten with her with the hands, and Akasha as well, even though from the angle I seen, Akasha was getting beat up. Akasha got that eye though. She slid. She rides. She gonna ride in, okay? Watch it. She gonna ride in there. Okay. So my job, what took me was the fact that Joyce was coming and Michaela kind of jumped up a little bit, and Joyce was like, girl, please, like, we have bigger fish to fry right now. I'm not studying Jalani now. Now, after it got like that, it truly got like that. She had to ride. Watch out. So Akasha comes on the bus, heel to face. Hill to ass. Her sister said, the hill will be my fist tonight. She gets the tap, tap, tap dancing with Jaden's face in that hill. She said, bada boo bop, bada boo bop, bada boo bop to Jaden's face. But I thought it get like that. Bitch, please. It was a pause in it because it definitely didn't get like that. You got your ass attacked with that L. So as Akasha is doing the most, okay, they got the game messed up. She ready to spaz about her sister Jalani. Man. So as she about to spaz, all I could see is London's boyfriend like holding her back. He like, she tripping. I got you, babe. I got your baby. Babe, come over here, babe. Come over here. I said, what a mighty good man. I like that. Okay. I said, God, when you're in the neighborhood, give me that. I need that. So Akasha then ends up letting us know that she did apologize to Shadow. Anyways, she ended up apologizing to her because, you know, she got her girls mixed up. Man, hoes, they all look the same. So, Jaybiez ends up saying, hey, Savannah, how you feel? Got you first. Face ass. Lets us know, Pookie, I'm going to get you next. That took me out. The at the end, bitch, it sent me. After that, Deja ends up giving a lecture. Jaybiez is like, right. Exactly. No, because I'm gonna apologize to production. Y'all, she takes me. Jaybiez is so funny. Right. But I'm gonna apologize to production. Right, exactly. But you know, I don't mean no harm. And my thing is this: Deja is saying a whole bunch of nothing. I'm gonna respect production. Y'all brought her in the club, man. Y'all brought her in at the club, so y'all knew what y'all was doing. Ain't no respect production. It's like, oh, production set it up. Let me rock out. Let me have my moment for life. So Jaybiez ends up explaining, you know, her and Savannah's beef. Basically, overall, it gave Savannah was jealous that she, Jaybiez had got a commercial for $2,500. And I guess, you know, back then Savannah thought she was one of the faces of bingo. And, you know, they didn't pick her. And she wanted to fight Jaybiez because of that. Now, I do remember from, you know, the panels, if I'm not mistaken, allegedly, like Jaybiez was like 17 when her and Savannah started getting into it. Jaybiez is now I believe 22. I believe. But she said, you know, Savannah was picking on her when she was 17, if I'm not mistaken. You know, so they been had a few, and you know, I get it, you know, you've been paying her for a long time. So, you know, when the opportunity came and you was getting a bag off of it, you ran up, done her up. I don't blame you. You know, you thought about the long game. So the girls finally get on the Sprinter vans. So Joyce ends up pressing YG. Mind you, Joyce really just wanted a problem with YG. At that point, she felt like YG didn't do enough. And because she didn't see YG do enough in her peripheral, she felt like YG ain't do nothing. So YG just tells her, like, you know, girl, I'm not PC'd up. Like, I'm going to get out in the field for my sissy every time. Joyce said, who PC'd up? She didn't took it personal. She felt as though YG was saying that she was PC'd up, but YG wasn't saying that Joyce was PC'd up. Joyce knew that she wasn't saying that she was PC'd up. She was defending herself, but Joyce didn't like that. Joyce wanted YG to shut up and sit down and just take these lashings. But YG wasn't going for it, and she wasn't going out like that. Boom. So YG, you know, arguing back with her. She like, you know, defending herself or whatever. Joyce ends up throwing a purse. YG said, girl, don't worry about it. We're going to get it at the house. Don't worry about it. I ain't finna even do all that. These kiki kakas, these laughs, you really playing with me. And I can't let you slide. I can't let you ride. I'm finna get you. Watch out. It's Joyce trying to hit YG with the heel. It's Isaiah turning back, looking as if the heel about to come at him. He flinching. Girl, Macaulay said, girl, give me that heel. Sit down. I'm irritated. Sit down now. I'm trying to go to sleep. So all the girls get to the house. Pookie like, she need that. She needs to take a shower. But no showers were taken because Faze needed to be ran. So boom, her and Kenzy get to reading reading machines. They read it. I'm like, oh, Kenzy, makeup is cute while she rolling it up. I'm like, yes, makeup is eating. So Kenzy makes a new line talking about crash in. I like it, crash in. She said, bitch, I hope your mama cremate you. And like I said, that was just hilarious to me, the whole cremation. I know that Jaybiez and her mom, don't see eye to eye, which, I'm not going to talk about that because none of my business, not a part of the show. But that was just a funny line. And then Kenzy told me some, yeah, come on, crash in. I thought that was hilarious. So Jaybiez gets to the house. She like, oh, my girl, my friend, my sister. I'm sorry I crashed the party, but things had to be done. Joyce is like, that's okay, ma'am. Boom. So Jaybiez ends up calling out Pookie. She said, okay, mommy's home. Ready to whoop that ass. Okay. F on your grades for the day. Boom. So Pookie comes down. Jaybiez is like, come on, let's run that. I need that. You keep talking. Me and you got into it. You wanted to have your friends back. Have your friends front. Let's catch this fade. You keep saying something, so I'm going to give you what you want, mama. Come. So boom, while Pookie is coming down the stairs, YG is asking Joyce, what's the beef? What's the beef? What's the beef? What's the beef? Now, when I watched it the first time, I didn't see Jaybiez and YG interact. So I'm like, okay, why is it that Jaybiez did not interact with YG? They sister. My girl, my homegirl. So I was like, why you ain't say nothing? But I will say this. Now that I watched it back, even though Jaybiez is cool with Joyce, once YG said that Joyce said that, she was finna get to jumping her, Jaybiez said, oh, ain't no jumping. Ain't no jumping. You don't have to worry about that. Ain't nobody finna jump you. Okay, you gonna run your ones, but a jump won't be had while I'm down here or up there. Okay, simple. So Joyce and YG fight. Now, obviously, Joyce took it. But the only why she took it to me is because, like YG said, she's small. She's not a fighter. And, she was definitely overpowered by Joyce's big body. But, if I had to pick somebody, obviously Joyce won. And they are fighting behind Jaybiez. Even though Jaybiez don't know why they're fighting behind her. Now, again, I do feel as though Joyce went with a narrative that she wanted to go with, saying that YG did not look out for Jaybiez, even though she did look out for her. She did have her sister's back. Joyce just felt like you not having her back as much as I am, so therefore you're gonna get hit. Boom. So Jaybiez and Pookie get that. Now let me say this. One thing I can say, Pookie's not a fighter like that. I know, some of y'all like her, but I don't really care for Pookie. Pookie be begging, fiending to get in the field. And every time she get in the field, she don't win. And especially with Jaybiez. Jaybiez was putting that arm to work, okay? To work. When Pookie fell, she still was able to get her. Literally Pookie fell forward and Jaybiez then made her fall backwards. Baby, Pookie flew up them steps. Flew. This is, you think you Boosie badass till you meet the real Boosie badass. Now you like to read. Now you like math. This is just not your territory, babes. I need that, Jaybiez. I need that. And she gave it to you. Jaybiez is coming out just handing out ass whoopings. So Persuasion ends up saying that she needs that back fade for her homegirl. Okay, as y'all know, Persuasion is like the Tasikis of the T-girls. So she like, I need that back fade. I will say this though. Persuasion got this same wig on from when they was in the house. Now, I am a collector of reuse and recycle, but Persuasion, please get a new wig today, not tomorrow, okay? I've seen the same wig. She ain't did a wig change yet, okay? Sick of the same wig, okay? Thank you. Anyways, boom, moving on. So, Persuasion ends up, needing Pookie's back fade because she know Pookie can't fight like that. Boom. So, Persuasion goes in and fights Jaybiez. I definitely feel as though it was a tie. You know what I'm saying? It definitely was a tie. Both of the girls was getting up in there. If I had to give a winner, I'm gonna give it more to Jaybiez. To an extent, she started controlling the fight after a little while, and then obviously once Persuasion started walking backwards, she had her sit down on that couch, and they got to doing what needed to be done. So yeah, still handing out ass whoopings. And I will say, out of all the episodes I've reviewed so far, this is the episode that really woke up Dollhouse very much so. Like, I'm excited about reviewing this. I was so eager to get it to y'all very much. Like, Jaybiez really woke it up because it was getting slightly boring. So, Jaybiez is at the table with Joyce. Her and Joyce is really cookie cut homegirls for real, for real. And I will say, Joyce absolutely show her loyalty to Jaybiez. You know, definitely show her loyalty to her. So, boom. Jaybiez had just pressed Kenzy outside the club. Kenzy wasn't on that. Kenzy didn't need that. Kenzy comes downstairs. Isaiah said, ain't no talking. Run your ones. Kenzy said, you know what? I think I'm going to sneak my one up in there. Boom. Kenzy comes around the table. Suck. Bing bop. Takes Jaybiez through there, okay? But that's the only hit Kenzy got. Because after that, Jaybiez went to work. Sit down. Shut your ass down. Very much so. Was not playing. Was not letting Kenzy get another lick in, okay? Swallowing Kenzy. Boom. After they pulled Jaybiez off of Kenzy, baby Jocelyn came in like the biggest Mack truck of them all. Bow, 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 bow. Baby was getting working that head. I mean, in it. Coming from the top of the shoulder, okay? In it. Full body work. Very much so. Like, baby, that's a friend right there. That's a friend. That is a friend. Joyce said, what you sneaking for? Baby, Kenzy said, I hit her so hard, it knocked the wind out of me. Baby, I was taken. Not knocked the wind out of you too. But I don't know how Jaybiez's eyebrow got like that. Because from the hit, the hit didn't, go to that eye. Kenzy didn't hit that eye. So I'm thinking once she jumped up and they got on like the fire thing or something, maybe, because they was moving so fast, she ended up scratching her eyebrow on it. Because I don't see how to punch, hurt the eyebrow on the other side. I don't see that. As all this chaos is going on, YG still want to run her around with Joyce. Like, I thought she was in the room. Oh my God. So Kenzy is crashing out. I got that out. Y'all gonna sneak my mama in the club. Good. I'm just looking at the railroad tracks of teeth at the bottom. Bloody. I'm just looking at the railroad tracks. That's all I'm keeping my eyes on. And I know whoever is behind that camera, face is wetter than wet. Because baby, Kenzy is doing nothing but spin. I mean, just spit.com. I feel like the cameraman was hating on Pookie. I definitely feel like the cameraman seen her fight Jaybiez and was kind of like, why are you talking? Because once she did her split, he didn't like zoom out or nothing. He was kind of like, anyways, Kenzy, what were you saying? Like, he was not stunned her. Oh, I hit hard. That is a way to end this episode. Bust that eye. Oh, I hit hard, too hard. Now, this episode, like I said before, was amazing. I definitely feel as though this was the best episode I have seen so far. Very much so. Like, they ate, they brought it. YG absolutely woke it up. Because like I said before, I was getting very bored. Okay. Now let's move into Young and Reckless All Stars episode 3. Yeah, it's not gonna be too long. So as y'all know, Notch Amelia won $25,000 for the Young and Reckless All Star Challenge. So she won. I did not watch it, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care what challenge they did. I don't care. I liked it the first one, getting the update with the girls, stuff like that. That was cool. But y'all know I don't really watch when they do the challenges and stuff. I be, oh my God, overly bored with it. So I really don't be caring. But congratulations to Notch a million. Like, Notch is up. What is that? 30,000 that she ain't got from Now That's TV. Baby, she is eating. Okay, she is eating. Oh, 40,000. Oh, 40. Girl, she's up. I'm trying to be Notch a million this year. Okay, she up. Ain't gotta do too much. The price has went up and she has added tax. All right, so first of all, I like Naya narrating the whole, they don't call Baby Tyson for nothing. Naya just has a real calm, cool, collected voice. So I liked her narrating it. Now the Mario coins was definitely not getting out this fade with Baby Tyson and Legacy. The Mario coins was absolutely not getting socked out of Legacy. If anything, Baby Tyson is shorter than her, so Baby Tyson was like hitting her arms. She got one good face shot, but mostly she was in her arms in this first round. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the second round was hard to watch, and all I could think about is the fact that Baby Tyson is not getting out here with Ivory. That's all I could think about that second round. I'm like, I thought she came on positive energy, but she never minded getting in the field with Legacy, and I mean, giving it her all. And the third round just was what it was. Honestly, at this point, like I told y'all before, I get tired of seeing Legacy get in the field. Unless you're going to take some lessons, stop getting in the field. At this point, you've proven that you've gotten hard, but at this point, you're 3-4 seasons in, and that's all you have. I need to be seeing improvement. If she come back for season 4 or if she do another show, I want to see improvement in her fighting skills. I'm tired of seeing you get beat up, and I get it. You calling them out, you letting them know you standing on business, but we can't keep standing on business year after year, month after month, and still can't fight. And I definitely think, the more we see you on shows, after a while, we're going to think you stupid. I'm not going to lie to you. And I really do believe that, just because it's like, okay, season 1, season 2, it's like Legacy got hard. Legacy will get out there with anybody. Okay, season 3, it was like, okay. Heart can't take you to the top. We've seen Mariah have heart. Who else? That's about it. That's all the examples I got right now. But we've seen Mariah have heart. Or I got some more. We seen Sav have heart. We seen Summer have heart. But I would say Sav and Summer got better. They was like, I ain't finna be getting too many ass whoopings. I'm finna start coming out on top. Very much. And I think, that's the same approach that you need to take. It's one thing to have heart, but after a while, heart is only gonna get you so much empathy, sympathy, and care. Baby Tyson right there. Right there. She's right there. At the end of the day gotta end. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Playboys is next.